Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a journey, you could say, to a really remarkable corner of the world, a place often called God's own country, right there in India. But it's a region that kind of defies a lot of the typical ideas we might have about India, maybe even about development itself. Our focus for this deep dive is Kerala, this vibrant state on India's southwestern coast, and our mission really is to unpack the sources we have on Kerala to try and understand what truly makes it so unique, from its geography and its incredibly rich culture to its quite remarkable social achievements and some, well, surprising economic drivers. We want you to discover why this place stands out so much, not just within India, but really on the global stage. We'll touch on things like its literacy rate, highest in India, some unique social structures, and its pioneering political history. So, okay, let's start with the absolute basics. Where exactly is Kerala? Well, you'll find Kerala right on the southwestern tip of India. It's beautifully bordered by the Arabian Sea to the west. To its north and northeast, you've got Karnataka, and then Tamil Nadu is to the east and south. The capital is Thiruvananthapuram, also known as Trivandrum, which is maybe easier to say, and the official language is Malayalam. Kerala state was officially formed on November 1st, 1956. Now, it's a relatively compact state area-wise, about 38,863 square kilometers, which is, roughly the size of maybe Switzerland. But with a population of around 35 million as of 2021, that density kind of makes its achievements even more striking, I think. And speaking of striking things, here's where Kerala immediately jumps out. It boasts the highest literacy rate in India, 96.2%, and also the highest sex ratio, with an impressive 1084 females for every 1,000 males.
Yeah, and what's truly remarkable there isn't just that Kerala has these, incredibly high social indicators, it's how deeply rooted this commitment to human development seems to be. Unlike many places where progress might feel like it's purely a top-down government thing, Kerala's story is often about this unique blend. Think about it. Early mission-led education, these widespread public library movements started by citizens themselves, and the historical influences of some pretty powerful social reform movements. All these things cultivated a sort of bottom-up demand for literacy and social equity. This collective buy-in from society, not just policy from above, that feels like a critical piece, maybe the secret sauce behind its unique development model.
That makes sense. A deep-rooted social commitment flourishing in, well, an equally remarkable landscape. It seems it's not just about the people. The land itself is incredibly diverse and beautiful. It really earns that name, God's own country. Kerala is blessed with three pretty distinct geographical regions. First, you have the highlands, dominated by the majestic western Ghats mountain ranges. That's where you find Anamudi, the highest peak in South India. Then you get the midlands, rolling hills and valleys, perfect for those sprawling plantations. And finally, the lowlands, the coastal plains, rich with those intricate backwaters and numerous rivers. And we're talking major rivers like the Periyar, Bharathapuja, and Pamba, plus what? Dozens of other west-flowing rivers crisscrossing the landscape. Yeah, when you think Kerala, you almost have to picture its famous backwaters, right? Imagine this serene, huge network of interconnected canals, rivers, lakes, inlets. Life just unfolds at a different pace there. Places like Aleppi and Kumarakam are world-renowned for it, those serene houseboat cruises. A really unique way to experience the landscape, the climate. It's a tropical monsoon climate. You get distinct southwest monsoons, usually June to September, and then the northeast monsoons, October to November. Average temperatures hover pretty comfortably between 20 and 32 degrees Celsius. Pleasant most of the year, really.
Right. And it's clear this diverse geography, the misty mountains, the lush plains, and those iconic serene backwaters. It isn't just a scenic backdrop, is it? It really forms the foundation of Kerala's whole tourism appeal. This natural variety caters to such a spectrum of experiences. You've got mountain treks, wildlife spotting, those tranquil houseboat cruises, Ayurvedic retreats. It's this kind of comprehensive offering rooted in its distinct physical environment that allowed that God's own country branding to really stick, globally speaking.
That natural beauty definitely complements the human story perfectly. Okay, let's circle back to that impressive 96.2% literacy rate. Let's dig in a bit. You might wonder, how did one state in India actually achieve that? Well, a lot of it seems to be down to early, quite deliberate reforms and a remarkably strong public education system. This system consistently pushed for universal primary education, really championed women's education, and crucially invested in setting up public libraries everywhere, fostering a culture of learning, And it's still home to some prestigious institutions. ISER Thiruvananthapuram, IIM Kozhikode, USAT, that's Cochin University of Science and Technology. And get this, Kerala was the first state in India to actually achieve 100% primary education. That's quite something.
It really is. And it's not just that people can read. It's maybe what they read and how they use that knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned media consumption. Kerala's is the highest in India, right? Newspapers, digital platforms across the board. That isn't just a statistic. It suggests citizens are, well, exceptionally informed about public health, politics, social issues. And this informed public then actively participates, demands better healthcare, better governance, creates this kind of virtuous cycle where literacy directly translates into better public services and resilience. We saw that play out during crises like the Nipah virus outbreaks, and definitely in the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic.
That's a fascinating link, isn't it? An informed population leading directly to better public health outcomes. And that commitment to health, it really feels palpable there. Kerala is renowned for its high-quality public health care, which contributes to low infant mortality rates and, yeah, that impressive high life expectancy. Plus, alongside the modern medical facilities, there's this deeply embedded, revered Ayurvedic tradition, offers a more holistic approach to well-being. So it's maybe not surprising that UNICEF recognized Kerala as the first baby-friendly state in India. And this commitment, it's not just on paper. It's been proven in practice, like you said, with managing Nipah and the start of the COVID pandemic.
Exactly. It really highlights a more holistic, maybe preventative approach to well-being rather than just, reacting to illness.
Ooh.
By investing in public health infrastructure and empowering citizens with health literacy, Kerala built this really robust system. And that contrasts pretty sharply with many other regions, frankly. It demonstrates the tangible impact of prioritizing comprehensive healthcare for all citizens, not just a select few. It really sets a benchmark for what's possible.
Right.
Okay, moving on. Let's explore the vibrant tapestry of Kerala's economy and culture. The state's economy is surprisingly diverse, actually. Primary sectors. You got robust agriculture, significant remittances from Keralites working abroad, thriving tourism, a growing services sector, and a burgeoning IT industry. What's really unique, though, is that a huge chunk of Kerala's income comes from those remittances, sent by non-resident Keralites, or NRKs, especially those working in the Gulf countries, but also, a strong presence in the Middle East, US, and Europe, too.
That diaspora connection is huge.
Absolutely. It's like a foundational pillar of the economy.
Right.
In agriculture, you're looking at major products like coconut rubber, lots of spices, cardamom, black pepper, plus tea and coffee. But it's not just traditional stuff. Kerala is also home to key IT hubs. Technopark in Thiruvananthapuram, Infopark in Kochi, Cyberpark in Kozhikode.
It is fascinating how the diaspora's contributions aren't just an economic pillar, like you said. They represent this powerful, sustained model of global engagement. It's not just about money flowing back, though that's important. It's also about this global network of Keralites actively contributing to their home state's prosperity. Bringing back capital, sure, but also new ideas, skills, global perspectives. That interconnectedness is a really key differentiator for Kerala, I think.
Definitely. And their culture is just as rich, a true living heritage, it feels like. Kerala is steeped in classical dance forms. You've got Kathakali, famous for its elaborate costumes, dramatic makeup. Mohiniyattam, which is this elegant solo dance for women. The Lal, too. And Kudiyattam, which is so historically significant, it's actually recognized by UNESCO as a heritage art form. Yeah. And the music scene is equally vibrant. Carnatic classical music is big, but there's also a unique local form called Sopana Sangeetham. It's a kind of traditional temple music, often sung in this very devotional, sort of contemplative style. And the state celebrates major festivals with just unparalleled fervor. Onam is the big one, isn't it? It's a harvest festival celebrated with these intricate flower carpets called pukalam, thrilling boat races on the backwaters, and that grand vegetarian feast, the sadhya. Amazing spread. Of course, other important festivals too, like Vishu, Christmas, Eid, and the spectacular temple festival, Thrissur Puram. Oh, and they practice Kalaripayattu, which is considered one of the oldest martial arts in the world.
Right, the martial art form.
Exactly. And when it comes to traditional dress, you'll often see men wearing the simple, elegant mundu and women in the beautiful set sari or kasavu sari.
And, these cultural elements, they feel like so much more than just traditions, don't they? They're like living, breathing, evolving expressions that contribute so deeply to Kerala's distinct identity and its global appeal, too. What's really interesting is how these ancient art forms, these vibrant festivals, they aren't just, preserved in a museum. They actively thrive. They're integral to daily life. They draw international attention. It's a unique window into the soul of the state, really. Enriches everyone.
Absolutely. Now let's turn to Kerala's social fabric and some of its, pioneering progress. The religious landscape here is known for being remarkably harmonious. Hinduism makes up around 55% of the population, Islam about 27%, Christianity around 18%. And this diversity really contributes to Kerala's reputation for, yeah, religious harmony and being a pretty progressive society overall. And here's where it gets really interesting, historically speaking. Kerala has several firsts in India that truly set it apart. It was the first state anywhere in the world, actually, to elect a communist government democratically back in 1957. A unique experiment.
A major political event.
Huge. It was also the first state to enforce really comprehensive land reforms and the first to consistently achieve high gender equality indices. And here's a really intriguing social fact. It's one of the few states in India that still has thriving matrilineal communities, like the Nairs and some Ezavas, where lineage and inheritance are traditionally traced through the mother's side.
Which does raise an important question, doesn't it? What do these social and political firsts really imply for how we understand development and social progress, especially in a hugely diverse country like India? Kerala's unique path seems to suggest that fundamental social reforms, equitable distribution of resources, progressive policies, particularly those that empower women and marginalized groups, these can lead to exceptional human development outcomes, sometimes even challenging those conventional economic growth models. It offers a powerful counter-narrative suggesting that real development isn't just about GDP figures, it's about well-being, equity.
That unique path definitely shines through in its tourism as well. That branding, God's own country, feels really well earned. Thanks to the lush greenery, the peaceful natural beauty, the sheer variety of attractions. Let me just sort of walk you through some highlights. Alepi and Kumarkum, obviously famous for the tranquil backwater houseboat cruises, a real escape. Munnar draws people with its sprawling tea plantations, those refreshing hill stations. Wayanad captivates with dense forests, stunning waterfalls, vibrant tribal villages. The Kati is home to the Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary, great for wildlife enthusiasts. Kochi, or Cochin, offers that rich heritage, the famous Chinese fishing nets, historic Fort Kochi. Beach lovers have Thiruvananthapuram, and Kovalam Varkala offers a unique cliff beach, very spiritual vibe. You can also visit the majestic Atharapalli waterfalls. They call it the Niagara of India. And Sabarimala, a hugely significant pilgrimage site attracting, over 20 million visitors a year. Massive numbers.
Yeah, and they aren't just a random list of places, are they? These diverse attractions feel like they're strategically developed to cater to an incredibly wide range of travelers, whether you're seeking adventure or spiritual solace or cultural exploration or just, a peaceful retreat in nature. Kerala seems to offer it. This comprehensive appeal isn't accidental, I don't think. It feels like a deliberate strategy that reinforces the state's broad draw as a genuinely world-class tourist destination.
And it's not just popular within India. Kerala has received significant international recognition, too. National Geographic Traveler, for instance, ranked Kerala among its 50 must-see destinations of a lifetime. High praise. It's also globally recognized for its unique human development model, consistently praised for high life expectancy, education, those social development indicators. It really stands as a testament, I think, to what's possible when a society genuinely prioritizes well-being. So what does this all mean for us reflecting back? Our deep dive today has, I hope, revealed Kerala as a truly unique state within India, one that seems to masterfully balance ancient traditions with modern progress. It's achieved these remarkable human development indicators that consistently set it apart, from its stunning natural beauty and those pioneering social reforms to a dynamic economy fueled by both local enterprise and that globally connected diaspora. Kerala isn't just a place to visit. It feels like a living testament to what's possible when a society prioritizes education, healthcare, and equitable development, perhaps even over just pure economic growth. Which leaves us with a thought to ponder, perhaps. Considering Kerala's distinctive blend of high human development, strong cultural roots, and economy significantly boosted by its diaspora, what does its unique path suggest about balancing tradition with progressive social achievements? And, looking forward, how might these quite remarkable foundations continue to shape its future in an ever-changing world?